What kind of
I
tea are
guess
you
some
drinking?
tea. It's strawberry or some fruity shit.
Some
It's
fruity
like
stuff.
cherry berry type shit.
Nice. Is it supposed to like have an effect on you? Like there'll be like sleepy time.
I think it's just tea. Probably got a little caffeine in it.
Hmm. Yeah, dude. This kombucha is lemon lime.
Hmm.
Tastes pretty much like, I don't know, like 7 Up.
For sure.
Or it does taste like, dude, it's always weird when I'll have these drinks that taste just like a White Claw.
Right.
And sometimes I get freaked out not drinking alcohol. I'm like, oh God,
Hmm.
did I just drink alcohol?
Dude, yeah.
Oh, I had a dream last night, bro. What were you gonna say?
Oh, I don't know. I was just thinking.
Dude, I had a dream last night that I was like with one of my homies, one of my cousins, and I was like gonna buy drugs from him in my dream.
Right.
And I was like, it was like LSD
Do that.
on some like gummies or something.
Right.
And I was like, uh, if I eat this, is it gonna be considered a relapse? And he's like, I don't know. That's a maybe it is a drug, but it's not very strong.
Mhm. That's what he
So I
said.
was like, I don't know what to think of this.
Hot.
So, but that is something I've been tripping on where I was like, man, I do get those like cravings for a psychedelic experience.
Hmm.
But I've been thinking, I was like, maybe I should just listen to like some of those like binaural beats or isochronic tones that are like, meditate on this to go into a psychedelic state of mind.
Right. Yeah. I mean, that shit's cool, dude. You can get to vibing for sure.
Yeah, I don't do that enough. It seems like most of the time I would do that type of stuff. If I'm working out regularly, which I'm trying to be better at,
Hmm.
I'll do a little meditation too. Like like if I wake up in the morning, what I need to do is I'll like wake up, do some push-ups, and
Hmm.
even like a little bit of yoga
Right.
and maybe some sit-ups and a little quick meditation.
You like I've been I've been thinking about like kind of how to design the perfect day, you know,
Mm.
just getting like just doing everything that you can, like but yeah, I think we are talking about it before, um about like planning your day out the night before, you
Mhm.
know, just like scheduling kind of like hour by hour what you're going to be doing, um yeah, and when I was doing that, like it would be like I would wake up, drink some water, um do like 15 minutes of yoga, I think, and then um, have some breakfast, and I would like specifically like not have coffee until I did all that shit,
Mm.
and I would even be like shit like, don't hit the vape until after breakfast, and then like, whatever workout after the yoga, and then yeah, but it was working out super good, dude. Like
I
I
need to
was
do
like
that.
I was super fit, dude. Like
I'm trying to
fucking
get fit and I'm trying to bulk up.
right.
My waist, I've been losing weight around my waist, which I've been trying to figure out. Because I like would get into some of my old pairs of pants. I'm like, oh,
Well, dude,
dude, I don't fit these.
I can tell you what's worked for me, honestly, is just like some keto type shit. And it doesn't
Mm.
even have to be like real strict, but if you just stay, if you just make it a rule to just stay away from certain things, you will 100% for sure lose body fat.
For example.
So bread, pasta, any like processed like wheat, gluten, grains type shit. Um, high just carbohydrates, staying away from carbs. So
Mm-hmm.
like if you start looking at it, it's pretty crazy because it's fucking everything, dude. Everything has sugar in it and carbs. Like the majority of the American diet basically is just carbs, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, to me, the way I reason it is, it's just so easy to consume more calories when you're eating carbs because you know, like a cookie, like sugar is a carb. So like a cookie has just in that one little biscuit of food, you know, is like a lot more calories than say if that was like a chunk of meat or something, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a lot if you're only eating kind of just like meat and cheese and fat. You basically got to get majority of your calories because if you're not getting it from carbs, you got to get it from meat and fat, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so yeah, dude, like honestly, if you just stay away from the carbs and eat a shit ton, I mean, you can't really overeat on that shit. That's what's good about it to me is because like I'll just eat whatever I want as long as it's like those certain things, you know.
Mm.
Um,
I'm gonna work on changing up my diet because I have done that in the past. Like I was vegetarian for like 8 months.
mhm. I honestly recommend people like as far as that type of shit goes, like the carb cutting type shit, like like as like I'm not strict about it, and like I don't think anyone should be really strict about it. Um, for like extended periods of time, like because some people will be trying to do that shit for like years, and I don't think it's super good for you. You know, it's
Mm-hmm.
like your body does need carbs. Like there's a reason why we crave carbs. You know, like our body runs on that shit.
Mm-hmm.
But when you just start looking at how where all these carbs are coming from, you're just like, damn, like a sandwich just because it has those two pieces of bread on it is like fucking 60 extra carbs or something, you know, grams, you
Right.
know. So just paying attention to that shit, I think, is like a really good step because most people
Tortilla
don't.
wrap it.
Exact. Well, even that, like I will fucking, I'll just do bunless, like a bunless burger, you know,
2 pieces of lettuce.
straight up, dude. It's fucking bomb. And like afterwards, like, cause every once in a while, still, you know, I had a sandwich for lunch the other day, but I could just feel it afterwards. It's like stuck inside me, you know,
Mm-hmm.
like when you're eating when you're not eating that stuff, it just feels like that's what your body was meant to eat. You know, it's just easier
Yeah.
to digest.
Dude, when I was eating like salads, I pretty much like purely ate salads.
Mhm.
And I would pretty much eat like taco salads with no
Right,
meat.
right.
It was just like, and I should have been eating other, or I would just, dude, when I just fry up vegetables, like, or on the skillet or something, you know?
Mhm.
Oh my God, that was so good just being like
For sure,
a bunch of green vegetables. I'd throw some like potatoes in there, onions.
dude. I love vegetables.
Oh,
Fuck
and it
yeah,
was, dude, it was so good. And my body felt like just so much lighter, like walking
yeah,
around. You know when you eat like a big burger
exactly. Yep.
and it's just like, whoa, dude. I'd
Well,
like go
see,
back to work and I'm like, fuck, I'm moving slow, man.
I mean, meat. I guess everyone is different because meat really doesn't like slow me down like that.
I do love meat though too. I've just had to
Is that what you're
change
talking
up.
about, or are you talking about just like a whole ass burger?
Well, I mean, it depends, you
Because
know.
that's what I was gonna say. Like, if you eat the burger without the bun, it's like to me at least, it doesn't have that effect. Like I could just be on my way up to that.
Yeah, and see, before I was trying the whole like not eating the meat. I think it was the acid getting to my head,
Right.
and you know, down the rabbit hole of like all these hippies on the internet, like it's like I couldn't just eat a burger because I would think about like all the cows in the slaughterhouses and like
Straight up.
the idea of like, oh, they're traumatized, and then the trauma passes into the burger that you eat, and then it passes into you,
Hmm.
and it like lowers your vibration.
I mean, there could be something to that, dude.
For sure. So that's why I think there's probably a big difference between that and like hunting an elk.
I mean, also maybe that's why like really, really rich people are just like forever young because they're not eating, they're only eating like the best food. They're not like
They're only eating babies. I'm just kidding.
they've never like they've just been only hugged their whole lives and sang to and cuddled.
Oh yeah, dude. I was